So today I'm Nicole here. So nice to meet you again. So we are from 深家園有金蒙多元文化活動中心。
We're from the New Home Association Tsim Mong Multicultural Activity Center.
Yeah, so the last episode is, you can see before, is about yoga. So I know that most of you like the yoga video. So today we prepare another video. But before that, let me introduce you a new friend here. So before, like, we always cooperate with Jennifer, but she's not here today. We are missing her. So now let's our new friend to introduce himself. Okay?
Hello everyone, my name is Singh Ravjit Nanda. Today I'll be helping Nicole with her denotion of the Indian cultures, the importance of flowers in Indian culture.
Well, you just spoiled our.
Oh.
Yeah, it's okay. So our topic is about the flower, right?
Yes.
So as you know that the Father's Day was past.
Yes.
Yeah. So did you celebrate the Father's Day with your dad?
Of course, I
Yeah.
made sure to provide some flowers for my dad, and I even bought back a tablet with him for it.
Oh. So how do you feel? How did your dad feel?
I think my dad was pretty glad. What Indian parents want most from their child is piety, filial piety. Obviously, they'll be happy whatever you do, but they want respect and they will obviously give you their blessings with it.
Yeah, sounds nice.
Yes.
So actually, I call my dad because my dad I cannot see my dad.
Yes.
Now they're in mainland, so I just called him.
Yes.
I think he was so happy.
I think he will be.
Yeah. So as we know that if you express your love to your parents, so in Indian culture, you also use a flower, right?
Yes.
So can you elaborate more with us?
So we use flowers in a variety of occasions. For example, marriage, the respectful bond between a person, a man and a woman. Of course, you'll need the blessing of a God. You'll need purity, righteousness. So if you want to usher in these things into your life, into your future, you will need to prepare some gold yellow flowers, along with some red, and perform a ritual that Indians like to call puja.
Puja.
Yes, and we do this mainly in order to show our respect and to get some blessings, some luck for the future from gods.
Yeah, so you just mentioned that you need to buy the red and the yellow flower. So
Yes.
is there any color that is not good for us to consider as a gift to the Indian people?
I don't think there would be any specific color or any specific type of flower that would be unwelcomed by an Indian person. It's mostly just that they wouldn't know what to do with it. So it might lie as a decoration in their house for a couple of days, and it might get tossed out after that.
Yeah, so that's the truth.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think so. As you talk that way, maybe consider the red and the yellow is a better, right? It's
Yes.
better choice. Okay, so how do you feel about the real flower? So did Indian culture consider this as an important social element, or?
Of course, plants everywhere are important for our living,
Yes.
especially in India with the rising levels of pollution. So mostly, Indian people love to get more plants, but it's mainly to supply supply a proper oxygen supply in their house. Other than that, they don't really use flowers for much else.
No?
Yes, of course, they also use it for festivals and other special occasions.
Yeah.
But then the environmental aspect would be that.
Oh, why? Can you give more idea for us why they don't like to use this?
They don't like to use
The
special.
flower, yeah.
Mainly because flowers don't really provide much value. In Indian culture, we like to be surrounded by nature, but then it is not always that we invite everything into our house. Indian people like their houses to be clean, just like
Yeah.
themselves. Plants, other things may invite bacteria, insects into their own houses, which they don't usually like.
Wow, that's something new for me.
Yes.
So I just learned something from Roger. So I hope you guys also learn something from Roger today. So as we are multicultural in Hong Kong, maybe we want to also introduce you something new. Maybe today we prepared the flower arrangement workshop for everyone. So you can buy some flower and then bring them home to do the flower arrangement, and also we can consider this as a gift to someone you loved. Okay, so I see that we buy some of the roses, right?
Yes.
And
some other flowers.
other flowers, yes. So also we invite the tutor Scarlett.
Yes.
So after that we will introduce you Scarlett, and she will hold this workshop, and hope you can enjoy this episode. Okay, so see you later.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Hello， 大家好，我係今日嘅插花老師 Scarlett。咁咧，我哋今日有個 EM 朋友啊 ，Raji。
Hello everyone, my name is Ravjeet. Today we have Scarlett here with us to show us all the methods to make flower arrangements.
係啦，我都係咧第一次教EM 少數族裔插花嘅，咁所以咧可能陣間會講慢啲。好啦，我哋首先要介紹啲材料先。我哋有花泥啦，咁譬如一嚿咁嘅花泥咧，我哋喺花墟度買咧，大概10蚊度都會買到噶啦。咁我哋最容易揾嘅發泡膠碗啦，咁有花材。咁花材咧要講解少少咧，我哋今日插一個咧最基本嘅一盆花。
So today we'll be doing the most basic of flower arrangements.
好啦，咁咧我哋要煮花啦，今日咧就用咗紅玫瑰做煮花，咁跟住有其他呢啲咧。都係陣間咧係自由發揮咧，係愛嚟做襯花嘅，係啦。咁有幾類啦，咁有油加利啦，咁有啲香味嘅。好啦，咁陣間咧我哋都要考一考啊 Raji 嗰個創意。
So there's a couple of roses, maybe a few lavender flowers, and we'll be using them to make some cool flower arrangements.
好啦，我哋第一 part 咧就係要先將個花泥量咗個發泡膠碗咧有幾大先？咁咧啱啱咧，我哋要 cut 到嗰個花泥咧，擺咗入個發泡膠碗咧，就係啱啱好唔喐嘅嗰啲位。咁咧就應該都係要切割㗎啦。咁我哋咧就要預備 cutter 啦。好啦，咁啊 Raji 你睇咗咧，陣間你試下啦。
好。So right now we're cutting this block of plastic. PSPAC, and you need to make sure that it completely fills everything, all the parts in this little bowl that we have, so that it will be more secure base as a foundation for the flowers.
Raji 其實你係咪識插花咁？點解你知道咁勁嘅？好啦，通常咧我哋會咁樣塞，好彩有後備咗我哋。好。咁咧太大嚿啦，再切細啲先。
That one was a little too big, so again you have to make sure it's the perfect size. It fits, but make sure you don't break the bowl.
冇錯啦，好啦，咁啦，擺咗落去啦。
So that's perfect now.
同埋咧，我哋咧要切到佢咧同個碗平口嘅。
So you need to make sure that it's level with the bowl. So cut off any excess from the top that you have, so that it fits nicely and perfectly into the bowl.
好啦，好似而家咁咧，根本個花泥擺入去咧就唔會突出嚟嘅，係啦，同埋咧唔會跌出嚟嘅。好啦，我哋俾 Raji 試下先。
So I'll try it out.
你係啦，你 cut 過，你 cut 過。好啊，我哋睇下 Raji 會唔會咧？
Let's use this.
一樣好似我咁樣 cut 爛咗佢。好啦，咁啊 Raji 喺度 cut 緊嘅時候咧，我哋先咧要揀咗個主花先。我哋選花咧，插花盆一盆嘅盆花咧，就有一個原則嘅，就係咧嗰個花徑咧就要挺身。咁你個盤咧，如果你越大咧，嗰個面咧，因為我哋今日插呢盆花咧就係 三面體又得，四面體又得。咩叫做三面體呢？正中兩邊，咁就變咗三個面都可以睇嘅。咁有啲花，有啲盆花咧叫四面體咧，就係圓形嘅，邊個角度睇都係一樣嘅。好啦，咁啊 Watch 好快搞掂咗。
So it'll probably be really messy, so be careful with the dust. And also, when you put in the flowers, you should be able to see them from all four sides. So we'll be putting flowers in basically
係啦
every，part.
跟住我哋做呢個動作咧，好多啱啱學插花嘅朋友都覺得好好玩嘅喎，成嚿浸落水，跟住咧等個花泥咧吸滿晒水分，因為我哋插啲花上去咧，其實嗰啲花咧就係從呢個花泥嗰度吸水嘅。好啦，點樣為之啱咧？哎，老師，我應該擺幾多水啊？
係
啱啱你睇下，我冇水倒出嚟嘅，但係咧嚿花泥濕晒嘅。我挖住嚟試下先。
So I think this will be really fun for some of the kids.
Yes.
So you can dip it in.
For a while。好啦，同埋咧，即係譬如我哋見到啦，其實我哋喐啲花嘅時候咧，佢會跌咗啲花瓣出嚟嘅。咁我哋喺度選花材嘅時候咧，就要揀一啲唔好話，哇！你其實插一路喐佢一路跌，咁可能插完嘅時候已經跌晒㗎啦。咁咧，所以咧，玫瑰花啦、小丁啦嗰啲都係一個幾好嘅選擇。
So make sure there's enough water so that it doesn't
係
fall
啊，
out.
係啊。
It's perfect now.
好啦，我哋咧先，其實我哋咧插呢盤基本嘅花咧，需要1加5，即係 total 6支嘅主花。
So you'll need about 6 pieces of these rose flowers. Just use some scissors to break it.
係啦，同埋你小心咧，嗰時你知唔知道玫瑰有樣嘢要好小心？
唔知。
係啦，就係咧，佢嗰啲花徑上面有刺嘅，會拮手嘅。
So there's a lot of thorns on roses, and you have to be really careful of those to not hurt your fingers.
係啦，好啦，咁咧，我哋通常咧揀咗一支主花先。咁咧，嗰時主花咧，我哋要揀大啲嘅，直啲嘅。你睇下佢直啲嘅。好啦，記住拎花嗰陣時要小心。你揀一支先。好啦，譬如有一節佢揀咗呢支喎。好啦，嗰度鉸剪喺嗰度。咁咧，我哋剪嘅時候咧，剪花都有手勢嘅喎。鉸剪向出邊。咁咧，你要睇住自己隻手，唔好剪到隻手。因為我知曾經教過插花咧，有好多學生唔覺意剪埋自己隻手嘅。係啦，好啦。咁咧，我哋就度下先。其實我最主嗰支花咧，其實就係應該係最高嘅。咁咧，我要將呢支花插入個花泥入邊咧，一定要冇葉嘅阻礙先插得入去嘅。咁玫瑰花有葉啦，有刺啦，我哋要揾鉸剪向外嘅剪走晒啲葉。
So always make sure the scissors is facing away from you, and make sure to cut off all the leaves, at least all the leaves that will be going into the sponge.
係啦，或者咧可以睇下咧，其實我哋剪走咗啲葉咧，有啲節位嘅，
係
有節位嘅。如果我要將個節位插埋落嚟咧，佢有節位出嚟咧，我會篤爛個花泥㗎，或者我過呢個位嗰時會篤大咗個花泥嗰個窿咧，佢就會搖嘅支花。咁所以咧，我哋點搞咧？揾鉸剪批咗佢，小心啲批咗佢。
So there might be some stumps. Make sure you just use scissors to sort of grind it away, so that there won't be any excess and they won't shake around inside the sponge too much.
好啦，咁我哋摸過，咦 OK 喎，滑㗎咯喎，咁咧就可以插得入去㗎啦。好啦，咁我又話啊，老師我呢啲花咧，其實佢都唔係生直㗎喎，唔緊要。咁我想佢直嘅，我就會就翻佢嘅角度，等人哋睇到露出嚟嗰橛花咧係直嘅。好啦，我哋先插咗最圓中心嗰支先。
So put your first flower in dead center.
我哋插咗個花泥嘅花咧，記得唔可以掹翻出嚟。一掹出嚟咧，個花泥咧嗰個位爛咗咧，就唔能夠再重用嘅嗰個位。好啦，跟住我哋sorry 你講。
So So make sure once you put your flower in, you not take it out anymore, because if you take it out, the position will be broken, and you won't be able to use it again anymore.
好，關鍵我哋另外要揀5支陪襯佢嘅花。
係。
1、2、3、4、5支。
So get some more supporting flowers for your main flower.
好啦，我哋嗰啲其他拎開先。好啦，嗱，其實咧好得意嘅喎，啲花咧你睇下咁樣生嘅喎，咁但係咧我哋唔好嘥，陣間咧我點樣可以將佢延長咧？我假設我而家要3個，點樣分開咧？我喺呢一度剪，咁呢一支咪長咗一橛咯。係啦，你得唔得？嗱，你譬如你呢支夠長啦，咁你剪呢支啦。你唔好剪咁問係啦，預長啲先。咦，你反手喎，好得意喎。好啦，跟住呢啲係啦，咁你呢個都得嘅。咁就睇先。哎呀，剪呢度咯，剪呢個位係啦，攞佢最長嗰個位嚟剪。
So some of the flowers, their stems might not be long enough, so you can cut the thicker stem underneath it to make sure you get a full length.
係啦，剪夠5支，夠唔夠5支先？
I need just one more.
有未？5支。
係。
夠啦，好。搬開先。
So about 5 flowers.
好啦，喺呢5支咧，其實我哋咧一陣間要將呢5支平均咧咁樣打斜插咗入去，將佢形成咗一個半圓，即係好似我哋個 Space Museum。Space Museum 嗰個佢咪半球體嘅。
So there is a dome in the Space Museum. You can put them slightly slanted so that it looks a little bit like a dome around it, like a circle.
好啦，我哋又好似頭先咁咯喎，我哋每支整咯喎，批咗佢啲刺先。如果你話哎呀，因為新手咧好容易插錯嘅。咁我插咗落去，哎呀 ，Miss 歪咗喎支花，唔緊要，我哋陣間咧插襯花嘅時候咧，盡量可以補救到啲位嘅。即係譬如佢唔夠直啊，咁我哋咪揾啲襯花插喺佢附近咧，就拱翻頂翻直佢咯。
You have a guest here, Mr. Chicken.
係啦，我哋有 guest 咧都想睇下，一齊學。好啊，先咧，我哋批好晒5支先，又係啦，下邊嗰啲葉咧多咗嗰啲葉咧，我哋剪走佢。
So just cut away all the small leaves and stems. Make sure to keep the scissors away from you.
好啦，咁因話，哎呀，老師啦，我剪到支花光禿禿咁樣喎，咁咪唔好睇咯。唔緊要嘅，我哋陣間啲襯花咧，全部會遮密晒，睇唔到嘅。
So if you have one flower that doesn't really look good, maybe you cut the stem too much, then you can just cover it with the other flowers.
譬如咧，譬如我攞到呢支花，我摸下佢咧，我喺度修剪佢嘅時候咧，其實佢呢度中間有個節位好遠嘅喎。係。咁變咗初學者咧就要好小心啦。
So if you have a flower, its entry point would be too short, or it might be too thick. Then you can just
have to be careful 咯，即係潑落去嗰陣時。咁同埋係啦。
You can sort of just try to hide it away.
係啦，認真唔係啦，認真唔得咧，我哋都有 spare， 即係我哋喺花墟買花咧有個好處咧就係佢係一大紮咁計嘅，就唔係逐支計嘅。
So I think I had my stems.
你睇下，你睇我批下佢嗰陣時咧，咦，佢就咁樣斷咗啦。所以咧，我哋係有 要士啤嘅。咦，你 O 唔 OK 啊？
我啲 OK 嘅。So make sure it's like not shaking too much.
係啊。玫瑰花係啦。
My stems are too long, so I'll just cut them off a little. Make sure you have nice, strong stems.
好啦，我哋先插第一支先。咁咧 ，suppose 佢呢一支即係側邊呢5支嘅輔助做一個球體嗰支花咧，會短過你中心嗰支。
So make sure they're at least lower than the central flower, the most beautiful flower. And you can put them on somewhat slanted and put them in around the main flower.
好啦，蛙字你都可以開始插㗎啦噃。
So again, make sure it's lower.
唔得，呢個都係斷。
So I think Miss Scarlet ones look way better than mine.
好啦，蛙字嗱，你睇下你自己呢盆花咧，係咪唔平均啊？擺得？
Yeah, it's not very equal.
係啊，唔緊要㗎，因為初學咧係咁樣嘅。蛙字你第幾次插花？以前有冇試過啊？
第一次就今日第一次。
第一次插花。
你幾多年做咗呢啲？
哦，其實我學咗10年都有啦。不過有時咧好忙咧，咁都冇時間去買花去玩咯。咁但係其實係一個幾好嘅，即係訓練耐性啊，又或者令自己輕鬆嘅一個方法嚟嘅。
So for Miss Scarlett, it's a more relaxing, fun activity to do in her free time. And she's been doing this for over 10 years now.
係啊，好啦，咁咧我哋大致咧成咗型噶啦，係一個半圓嚟嘅。好啦，咁跟住咧就到襯花啦。襯花咧其實咧我好得意嘅，嗱，譬如咧我哋有2大類，一啲咧就係、哇好似好散收咁樣，一啲咧好直嘅，好似一條線咁樣打直嘅。咁我通常咧就會將呢啲散嘅咧就愛嚟插晒入去襯花。咁跟住咧我就會喺特別嘅一個位置咧，就專係插咗幾支長嘅突咗出嚟嘅。咁如果呢啲有長嘅突然間突咗出嚟嗰啲咧，都比較係屬於日本式啲嘅。
係。So there's 2 types of flowers. One is very loose, free, but one is very straight. One is very prettier, you could even say. These ones are like the support. You can put them around to add a little more flavor to your little flower arrangement. And these ones are there to put there, maybe 1 or 2 to make it look extra special.
我自己呢度邊隻花你中意？
我都中意rose 多啲。
rose 係。好啦，咁我哋咧插花盆有一個原則，我要插花入去呢嚿泥嗰度咧，我要將嚿泥全部遮住晒嘅，要令即係要人哋望落去呢個花盆咧睇唔到個花泥嘅。 咁我哋就係一個技巧，係啦，呢個就花盆嘅基本技巧啦。
So there's a special skill. When you're putting in the flowers, you want to make sure that they won't be able to see the normal flowers. These few flowers are the main point.
好，好，跟住我哋 share 呢個。
Miss Scarlett is just helping us open up all these flowers.
誒，你幫我剪啦，呢個你幫我剪啦。好啊，咁我講解下咧，我哋開頭提過咧，啲花咧係有三面體、四面體嘅。咁咩時候插三面體，咩時候插四面體咧？因為咧好得意㗎，灣姐，你有冇去過啲人哋啲公司咧嗰啲 reception 咧，上面有擺盆花喺度？
係有。
咁通常嗰啲就係俾前面嗰啲客人望咧，咁嗰啲叫三面體啦。咁但係咧，有時去到有時啲譬如我哋去食西餐或者個宴會，去一個長台嘅，全部坐滿晒人嘅。咁擺中間嗰盆花就要四面體啦，即係坐邊一個位咧都睇得到嘅。
So there's different flower arrangements. One is a three-sided arrangement and one is a four-sided arrangement.
係啦。
The three-sided arrangement is mainly used for receptionists, for big companies, and the four-sided arrangement is mainly used for maybe big dinners, important dinners for important people, I believe.
好啦，咁我哋咧睇下先。今日我哋插呢個咧應該係三面體嚟嘅。
So today we're doing a three-sided flower arrangement.
好啦，咁咧襯花又唔好剪咁短住喎嚇。我哋頭先咧就大概知道個長度啦。誒，花姐俾呢啲你剪啦。因為其實今日我哋咧都預備咗有4款襯花嘅，咁陣間試下將呢啲細菊花仔睇下擺入去擺唔擺到。係。
其實呢個係我買俾我自己㗎。
唔得㗎，我會偷咗你用。
我自己俾錢㗎喎。
係咩？我嘅。
So just cut off a few of these supporting flowers. You should roughly know the depth by now. So just cut them.
好，我哋 cut 晒佢出嚟先。再 cut 長啲，我直 cut 長啲。
Okay. Maybe a little longer.
係啦 ，cut 長啲。因為咧，嗱，譬如我哋假設啦，陣間插咗入去嗰陣時咧，又要遮到花泥嗰啲咧，咁應該係佢會咁樣放，即係有啲葉會係垂咗落嚟咧，咁樣先會遮到佢花泥。
So make sure it's a little longer so that you can, so that it'll fall over and then the other flowers will sort of cover them.
同埋其實我哋睇下呢隻襯花咧，佢嗰個覆蓋面啊，即係佢嗰個範圍咧，唔係好大咧。咁變咗咧，我哋陣間要插好多咯。咁但係其實你可能插極咧，佢都有窿睇到入邊啲花泥嘅。咁到時我哋就可以揾呢隻嚟襯啦。
So
就攝翻落嗰啲窿嗰度。
係。So no matter how many you put in there, it might not cover the whole thing. So we'll have these larger, more broader leaves cover up these ones. Cover up the whole thing so that you can't see the base.
好啦，我哋咧都係要有加工嘅。花姐，你覺唔覺得插花嗰陣時咧，要個人咧好平靜先得？
係。
係。
都要好。
係啊，因為其實都要耐性嘅。
So you need to be very focused, very determined to make these kind of things. So you need to be calm, relaxed, but also very focused. It can probably be a very fun and relaxing activity to do with your children.
係喎，可有時都可以喎，可。
係
我哋咧就做大人咧，我哋就負責剪，跟住屋企咧小朋友咧就負責插落去啦。
So again, as adults, maybe you can handle all the cutting, while your children can help you make lovely little bouquets. I believe this can be called a bouquet as well. So Miss Scarlett's almost done.
唔係㗎，而家寫一個係啊，真係個係粗型嚟嘅啫。插花都係好需要耐性嘅。我試過教嗰啲婦女插花咧，好搞笑㗎。佢哋咧樣樣花佢都話靚喎，跟住咧將好多花材全部插晒落去。
So there can be a lot of people that say that, oh, it's very pretty, very
係啦，
beautiful.
美感咧就真係冇乜嘅，不過佢哋好開心嚇，即係個過程好開心。咁其實都係達到咗我哋插花嘅目的㗎啦。
So then maybe it's not about keeping it, it's about the process of
係
learning.
啦，
Maybe have some fun. You don't need to be very serious about making it pretty. Although it's best if it's pretty. Okay. So try and shove it into the edge.
好，我睇下蛙字點樣插先。蛙字你而家嘅目的都係要遮住晒啲泥啫喎，係咪？
Hi. So I just have to cover everything up because my dome isn't the prettiest.
唔係㗎，你咧插完咧，今日送俾媽咪，媽咪就覺得好靚㗎啦。因為咧我呢朵花冧冧地嘅，所以我喺個底嗰度咧墊起佢。
So again, you can gift it to your parents, your siblings, or maybe even your lover. I believe maybe your parents will be really happy if you give this to them.
「插埋嗰啲菊花仔仲靚。咁我哋可以一路插咧，一路諗下咧，我哋仲有另外嗰啲花材點樣用佢咧？
So while you're scoping out the territory of your little pot, you can also scope out where you want to put the extra flowers. So there's not a lot of real estate, there's only a little bit of space there, so make sure you plan out everything carefully. So, Miss Scarlett's one, I think you want it more flailing outside. Mine is too happy. It's, yeah.
我哋有啲觀眾都忍唔住笑。
So So our audience is very happy.
好啦，譬如咧頭先咧 Roger，我頭先咧嗰一棵襯花咧剪成一棵咁樣喎，咁樣喎，啊呢邊又有，呢邊又有，呢邊又有。
係。
咁但係咧，我會唔要佢嘅。哇，好似好嘥咁喎，不如我插埋落啦。咁就會破壞咗我原先設計緊嗰個圖啦。
So you might get some flowers like this. Oh, it looks so pretty. I want to put it in. But then you'll destroy your original structure, your original shape of the flower. If you put this one in, this one will become too obvious. So you just want to keep the small. Well, it's not really that small in my case, but you want it to be like this.
係啊，即係所以其實我哋去買花嗰陣時咧，我哋都要睇喎。即係嗱，譬如我哋買一扎花，咁咧其實咧，我哋會咁樣分開咧，買嗰時會分開嚟睇下啊，其實佢係咪可以點樣分得到咧？係咪我自己想砌嗰個型咧？咁唔係咩求其是但一扎啦咁唔得嘅喎。
So you also have to make sure, be careful when you have to start your planning basically before buying your plants. You can't start planning after you have the pot in front of you and you're starting to put it in. Because the plants can have some different stems, some different biology, which would make them difficult to put them inside, or at least difficult to work with the other plants.
好，阿哲你加油。
Yeah, I need.
今日就係是但買嘅喎。
插花就好玩在咧，咩花去到手咧，都係靠你嘅創作力。
I definitely need to Kyle. So
由加嚟睇先，你繼續啦，你唔好望住我啊！你好慢啊！好啦。
So continue working on it until it looks good, until you've damaged it.
試一試先。
So Miss Scarlett's trying other plants.
係咯，試緊。因為咧，如果咧嗰啲襯花插得太高咧，就會遮住咗個主花。
So again, you don't want to put it too high up, otherwise it'll cover the whole plant. 可能咧呢支花呢個襯花咧，呢個莖咧太粗啊，咁我哋要剪瘦佢。 So some of these flowers, their stem is too thick, so you need to maybe cut it a little to make it a little thinner. Of course, if it's too thick, then it might damage the clay too much. Is this clay?
花泥，咁咪叫花泥。
Flower something?
泥咧英文就係 sand。
Flower sand.
咁其實咧即係花墟嗰啲花鋪咧，好多都有啲賣啲 tools 嗰啲插花嗰啲 tools 嗰啲地方就有得賣㗎啦。
係。So you can buy them at any sort of flower retail, at any sort of flower shop, and they're very useful for making these sort of flower arrangements.
哦，呢種花就喺個頂嗰度先有花嘅。
So these ones have a flower at the top.
即係其實一支，有3個冧。
So you might not have as many flowers.
咁咧我哋剪呢個襯花嗰陣時咧，嚟睇下佢好多葉喎，好多葉咧我哋唔好剪走佢，因為咧你睇下 Raji 啦，我哋插咗落去佢仲有啲葉嘅咧，就可以遮到啲泥啦。
So then make sure you don't have too many leaves.
唔好 cut 走佢，嗰啲葉唔好 cut 走。
Oh, I mean, don't cut away the leaves. You want to help them cover up some stuff.
你睇我呢支咁樣剪細咗、剪瘦咗，你就一插落去，你知道㗎。其實有啲好難插嘅有時。
So again, it's too blunt, too thick. You might want to cut it in half to make it a little more manageable. And these ones go somewhere in the middle. Okay, this one was a little too long. Thank you for helping me.
Wow, 哇！咁我真係驚呢個會唔會唔夠用咧？
I also need to stand up for this.
嗰陣時你覺唔覺得有時插到個泥嗰度咧好實，插唔到落去？
係，我都插唔到。
係喎，有啲都係，即係佢咧個花徑遠得滯啊！頭先玫瑰係易插啲嘅。
Again, maybe after you've put so many things inside, the stems might cover all the places, and it might get harder to.
佢個花徑遠啊！咁可能大家朋友初學咧，去買花嗰陣時都要揀啲硬啲，係啊係啊係啊，唔得入唔到去，入唔到去。
So it might be really hard to shove it in, because the stems are too stiff. If they're too stiff, then it'll be harder for you to put them inside. So maybe choose stems that are a little thinner, that can give away a lot more.
盡力，係咪好遠啊？
我試下噃。
好遠啊！呢個腳你摸下，好遠啊！支腳。咩啊？篤爛我啲位，我仲救唔到㗎。好，再嚟個。
You can try another one.
個係。
Maybe you can use scissors to poke it.
唔得。你嗰個咧插好啦。咦？咁我佢攞你嗰支花啦咁，因為呢個好遠啊！你摸下呢度。
So this one's too. It's not stiff enough. When it needs to go inside, then it needs to be really, really strong. If the structure isn't good enough, then it won't fit inside.
呢度已經篤爛咗一邊咯。
And perfect. So now we have our flower arrangements. 我個個 O 唔 OK 咧？
你咧嗱，你仲有呢啲剩喎，呢個咧好得意嘅。
So it's
尤加利，佢叫尤加利。我哋有啲精油咧叫尤加利油咧，就係由呢啲葉嗰度發出嚟嘅。好啦，呢個尤加利點樣玩法嘅咧？你用個手指咁樣捽佢塊葉，跟住再聞，再聞下冇味。
哇！
係咪？我哋俾現場觀眾試下先。
So if you rub this flower a little,
嗰啲尤加利精油就係咁樣產嘅。
so there's some aromatic oils.
係啊。
It's a very aromatic flower. If you rub it a little, it smells like incense.
係啊。
It's a very good smell. Miss Scarlett, what's the name of this
尤
plant?
加利，尤加利英文叫咩啊？
都唔知。
都唔記得咗咯。
Maybe like, well, it's a really aromatic plant. Maybe
即係咧
someone in
係
the
啊！你如果
audience
插
can
呢啲
tell
尤加利嗰啲
us.
喺屋企咧，屋企都有陣香味嘅嗰啲尤加利嗰啲味。
Maybe someone in the comments can tell us what this is.
好，咁樣咧，
So very
我哋
special plant.
試下用尤加利啦 ，Margie。咁尤加利好得意喎，尤加利咧一條咁樣直嘅喎。我哋試下 cut 一條出嚟玩啦。
It looks like an origami, like it's made out of paper.
好啦，又係好似頭先咁樣玩啦。我先咧，我想睇下我尤加利。嗱，咁你咧，我哋盆花咧就你揀一面咧，邊面係正面先？你揀咗盆花自己邊面係正面。好啦，咁咧我就插喺後邊嘅。好啦，咁我想要幾長咧？咁譬如 for example， 我呢個長度嗱，記住向外展。好啦，咁咧呢支尤加利我要插入去，我一樣啦。 我底嗰啲葉清咗佢先，清咗佢。好啦，咁你又玩下，你又攞呢個玩下。哇，好犀利啊！嗰啲味。
So you can take this aromatic plant. It's a very cool plant. It smells really good as well. Oh, it's really hard. I can't cut into it.
小心手，小心手。
Again, be careful of your hand.
冧落嚟先冇先得。
So mostly you'll want to put this behind your.
我中意係啦，其實如果擺中間就怪咁，所以我會擺後邊嚟襯咯。
嗰度我嗰個太長。
呢度啲花
Make sure it's not
傾斜咗落嚟。
too long.
攞翻你啲花先。其實 Y 姐，我哋睇到啲 rose 咧係咁開啊已經，因為熱咧，天氣熱，佢就會開。
Oh, so the rose will actually blossom. Not blossom, it'll open up a little because the climate is really hot.
好啦，我哋擰一擰俾觀眾睇下先，咁樣正面係咁樣，咁我咧會再加啲花落去我。同埋咧，你哋要留意下咯喎，有冇個位咧突咗花泥出嚟啦？
好多花都喺嗰個魚蝦。
係呢個 現場觀眾指出你嘅錯處啊！喂，油咖喱好香，整多條先。係啊，你再加多啲豐富啲好睇喎。
So you can put a couple more. Because these smell really good, you can put a couple of them in there.
咁短嘅。執咗幾多支啊？3支啦。我呢度仲有一支嘅，你睇下搽下。你拼下睇下好唔好睇？
So you can just...
好啦，咁假設我咧咁樣睇，咦，我覺得佢咧得咗冇乜唔係幾好睇喎。如果我想咁樣整嘅時候咧，我又喺佢背脊度插啲襯花，咁就可以頂翻高佢啦。
So you want them to be a little longer, a little higher. I think I put them too short.
好啦，好啦，我哋先講歪字呢盆花先。歪字呢盆花咧，呢度咧仲見到啲花泥喎，呢啲位係嘛？你見唔見到啊？
係。
仲見到泥喎。嗱，呢度咧你遮咗咧就唔係好覺啦。咁你唔可以咁樣撳佢嚟遮自己嚟嘅。好啦，我哋仲有呢啲，再剪落嚟加密翻去遮住。
好。So you can see too much of the insides.
所以其實咧，同屋企人一齊插一盆花咧，都幾有趣，可以聯絡下感情，係咪啊？華子？
係。So you can communicate your emotions.
High quality time spent together.
Yes.
哇！其實我摸完嗰啲油咖喱咧，成隻手黐粒粒，就係嗰啲精油啊，其實。
So it's the oil, the fragrant oil.
嗰啲 acid
Make sure you're smart and use enough.
睇下呢朵花，真係軟地地嘅喎，唔知講。係啊，我哋係俾間現場幫手買花個同事，嗰位同事睇，簡直係一支彈弓。
對唔住，
唔使對唔住，呢個經驗嚟嘅。
買花嘅同時冇插過花。
係咯，所以今日對於賣花同事都係一個挑戰。
So it was like a learning experience for our
purchasing department.
For one of our colleagues.
我哋有時插花咧，會用到咧雙面膠紙啊、釘書機啊嗰啲咁，務求就係要令到佢個花型靚啲。呢個。
I think I'll be hard pressed to save this, but.
開心嘅。
係咯。
Exactly.
開心。
Happiness is the most important thing.
好，睇下仲有冇嘢。得嘅，上面睇過去就冇乜嘢啦，但係就。 點解好似咁飛到咁樣嘅？撳住先。
唔錯
Pretty.
，pretty。
你媽媽實話靚啦。
Of course. I don't think my mama would be mean to me in front of my face. But then maybe later at work she'll laugh at it.
如果插埋呢個咧就好花，即係好雜啊，好多啊。你睇下，如果咁樣拼埋去，我哋俾觀眾睇下先。如果我哋再拼埋呢只咧，就好似好多嘢咁啊。係啊。不過都係隨啲人歡喜嘅，因為都好似之前都試過有啲學生、啲婦女係中意插好多插晒落去，佢哋覺得好開心，都冇問題嘅。
So yeah, you can put as many flowers as you like, or maybe just leave it at that.
你咧搞掂啦？
我唔知。
你覺得你自己？
佢心理佢應該已經好掂。
係啊，搞掂㗎啦佢。
I think it's really pretty.
Great。
第一次 OK 㗎啦。
係啊，幾
好，等我呢個完美主義者加多少少色。
幾好啊！呢度學咗插花，學咗包裝。
I'm learning new skills every day.
係咯，其實睇 Angel 做嘢好多嘢學，一路學一路做，好開心。
In the future, I can be a professional flower arranger.
好，咁你加油啊！都差不多啦。
So I think it's about done. You can make some final
係啦。
adjustments. So you want it to be like Miss Scarlett's pot. You should not be able to see the inside part like mine.
唔係都睇唔到，都
你冇。Roger 嘅解決，即係 solution is push press
So yeah, don't.
press。
OK 㗎，其實阿媽姐嗰個第一次係啊。
好睇㗎。
What is
你冇 press 佢啦。
what is Taipi in English?
低 B 哇
Low level.
啊！我哋嘅現場觀眾唔知咩叫低 B 即係好 naive 咁係咪有少少好
And
似？
naive.
我點解覺得係好聽嘅解釋啫？So Roger, share some feeling about the process and what you make. Share.
I feel quite honored to be with a master flower arranger, and then to be able to learn some of her talent. I think it will be best if you can see Miss Scarlett's work before you look at mine.
其實咧，我講個真相俾你聽啊！以前咧，我未學插花之前咧，我係插得肉酸過你呢盤100倍。咁咧，去學插花咧，你會學咗個 theory。其實你明咗個 theory 之後咧，你基本上盤花都唔會插得醜樣嘅。係啦，所以係啦，希望我哋第時喺 New Home 有機會搞下啲班，教下啲 EM 插花。係啦，即係我哋係有嗰啲 EM 婦女咧，好多佢哋 送咗小朋友翻學咧，其實可以嚟我哋呢度插盆花，跟住再湊放學，咁就 perfect 啦。
So we hope in the future maybe we can hold some workshops to invite some EM people, maybe even some local to, will there be local? Maybe some local as well, to come along and maybe Miss Scarlett will teach us to make proper flower arrangements, just like she taught me.
係啊，好似我哋而家咁樣咧，我哋有local Chinese 啦，同埋 ethnic minority 咧，我哋都可以做個文化交流啦。我哋主要嘅目的都係共融嘅，
So
一齊玩好開心。
Yes, so we can have an exchange of some culture. We can do some proper activities like this to maybe have some fun with each other, get to know each other better, and maybe just enjoy yourself.
噴下水先，因為我哋而家呢度熱咧，而家天氣熱咧，30幾度咧，其實我哋睇住啲花不停開，所以俾飲下水。
So make sure to sprite some water onto the flowers to make sure that it stays in a more pristine condition. It stays prettier for longer.
好啦，我哋今日